Regular Nobodies.
Who the hell is Luke and why is he warm?
I feel like if Mike invented room temp water, would it be called Mike warm? Why is it lukewarm?
Why is it lukewarm?
Luke.
Some jackass is gonna be like, well, it's Latin, and Luke it means this, and warm means ambient temperature.
They'll be like, it's Greek. I don't fucking care. What does it mean? Hey, welcome back to another episode. This is us, the regular Nobodies. We are them.
It is us again.
Yep. And today's topic is nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Who doesn't care?
Nobody.
Nobody.
The world today, America. I mean, just look at internet time. That's one of our regular jokes. Internet time. Because nobody cares. Oh no, the actors did something horrible. We're all outraged. Blah blah blah. 2 weeks later. What's the next thing?
Not even 2 weeks later.
It's literally like an hour later.
Yeah.
It's been Epstein files dropped a month ago, and no one's talking about him anymore.
I love how mad people get though when something happens. Is I'm never doing this again.
And then they proceed to do it the next day.
Yeah, and I'm doing this, and they just such a hard line in the sand, right? And then the next month, it's like they don't even remember.
Oh,
It's a hard line in the sand, but it's a little farther down the beach, and
it's lying in the sand, but it's windy out, right? So it's just the line just goes,
and it's gone.
Yeah. What was the line for? I don't know.
It must be irrelevant.
So the current internet outrage is the UK awards, kind of like how we have the Grammys. They have it's like BAFTA or something.
Oh my god!
It's like the Grammys, but budget.
Yeah, and well, there is a Tourette's guy who real Tourette's, not like TikTok Tourette's, but real Tourette's, and he had a movie done on him, and he was there. Well, he's got the form of Tourette's where you say the worst possible thing you can say in that moment. A good way of describing is you got the little devil is like
the devil's winning.
Yeah, well, it's like say it,
right,
or it says it itself. How about that? I guess that's a better way of saying it.
I think I might develop Tourette's at work. I don't know.
Well, no, there's two colored people on stage, and he shouted the N-word twice.
Well, he can't
so,
help it.
Yeah,
it's literally a medical condition.
Yeah, he can't help it. Well, the people that are always saying you need to understand people's medical conditions, and you can't, ableists. They say you gotta understand people that can't walk and deaf people. Well, in this is Tourette's, but this person said the hard R, and well, you can't have that on that side. So they're like, well, yeah, he said it, so it's unacceptable, but he didn't say it on purpose.
Right.
And he even removed himself because he didn't want it to happen again.
So you got people on the internet mad because he said the N-word.
Yeah, people that
without being able to help it.
Yeah.
But he has Tourette's.
These are the people.
Right.
These are the people that say you shouldn't say retarded.
Oh.
Because that's ableism.
Well, that's retarded.
Yes.
Indeed.
I think when we start villainizing words, we're just
where did the freedom of speech go?
Splitting hairs. You're splitting hairs. You say you can't say retarded because it's mean. Like, no, it's not mean. It is literally just a word. That word doesn't give a shit about anything.
Right. It's only mean if you think it's mean.
Right. If you use it in a mean context, sure, it's mean. But the word retarded is not mean. The word retarded could describe something that doesn't function properly.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what it describes.
And when the only times you ever hear someone say retarded, that's retarded because something stupid happened. You never hear a person being called, an actual mentally challenged person being called a retard.
No, because that would be mean.
Yeah,
that would genuinely be mean. However,
But when your friend does something really, really stupid,
Like, dude, you're being a retard.
yeah,
Knock
come
it
on,
off.
knock it
stop.
off. Yeah.
I know you're not one.
It's the South Park episode with the Harley riders all over again.
Well, I tell you, the freedom of speech started going downhill when people felt like they had to do a disclaimer after they say something. And it's like, man, are we really that sensitive? Are feelings just made of eggshells now?
Right. The whole for legal reasons that was a joke. It started because of that. That's
Right, because,
why
like,
I
you
started doing
can't
that.
say anything now today without somebody coming at you one way or the other.
Right. Someone it gets all up in their feels,
But
but
in a week, they won't care.
Yeah, in a week they won't care.
Because
This incident, the UK Golden Globes that never happened. Who cares about that?
why do they even get so bent out of shape about it anyways? If it doesn't matter, they're not going to do anything about it.
It's just
Stop
for
it.
it's social posturing.
Yeah. So
Look at me, I'm calling out this bad thing that happened.
it gives them content and views and whatnot. Yeah. See, I want to point out those people about how, see, they don't really care.
No.
Because if they
you
did,
stuck?
they would keep talking about it. Like we keep bringing up the Epstein files. Second video, we've done 2 videos on it now, and we'll probably do more.
oh yeah, there'll
If
probably be more.
people don't keep talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, and you know what they're trying to do now? Hey, forget the Epstein files. I'm gonna declassify information about aliens.
Right.
Right, until
Well,
they have definitive proof.
I don't care if a UFO on live television drops down and says, yeah, by the way, the star next to you actually houses alien life. I'm going to be like, well, what about the Epstein files? Our taxes are still going to rich pedophile elites.
Right.
I would laugh if
They come down, take me to your leader. Yeah, I could give you his address. Like,
Yeah,
Right, right.
you better not have any little aliens with you because they might diddle
Right.
them.
Do
right.
you have any kids in your spaceship?
I
You
hope
should
not.
take them back home before you go there.
Yeah. I mean, you can leave them here if you want. Like,
Aliens would come from space, they come down, everybody's like, well, aliens are real. And the aliens go, we have the actual Epstein files we're going to release. Wait, now the aliens aren't cool anymore.
yeah.
Now we're going to war with the aliens.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
and-
like, yeah, so we broke into the White House and
Yeah, the next live broadcast is the
Epstein-
aliens threatened
yeah.
world life.
The aliens are lying about the Epstein files. There are no
yeah,
Epstein.
it's
There are no
Higgins.
aliens.
Whatever you see on the internet, it's all AI.
The aliens are on the Epstein list. They're just trying to cover their own ass. But have you checked out Atlantis? It's really a big deal.
I
We're gonna be
declassified
talking
it.
about declassified Atlantis. Look at that instead.
Yeah, look, ignore this. Look over here.
Right.
Oh,
and
hello.
then when
Are you
people
stuck
don't care about the
in my
aliens
sweater?
because they can't make it legit, what's he
sorry.
going to do
Here
then?
you go.
Declassify Bigfoot?
I'm sorry, dude.
No, he's going to confirm that the Anunnaki existed.
Oh yeah, the
And-
Anunnaki.
Yeah,
Oh, I haven't
ancient
heard that in a
giants,
minute.
right?
Yeah.
Ancient giant.
Or the
Yeah.
beings that you see when you take DMT are real.
It might be. We don't know. I mean, fuck, everybody sees the same shit.
Yeah, I know. That's the weirdest part.
Right. I think mostly why people don't care, I think I've said it before, is we've been conditioned to not care because they give us all these false, misleading stories, and
They throw one true one in there.
it's like the History Channel, okay? I'll sit down and be like, ancient mysteries about civilizations.
And then
Could
it's
they
like
were
40
made by
years ago.
aliens? And they'll give you this huge story and it sounds wonderful and they're like, could have aliens done it? And then at the end of it, after they got you on the edge of your seat and you're like, wait, are they going to reveal that something was really cool? And then they're like, well, we just don't know. It was probably just good engineering.
Scientists are baffled.
So basically what they do is they pull you into this huge narrative, and at the end of it, they just go, nah, but it's all fake. It leads nowhere. It never leads anywhere. All the information we get, even off the internet, it starts, it's big, it leads nowhere.
Yep.
Talk shit about all you want about Asmongold. but he was covering the Iran like not power outage, but the internet outage, and Elon covering them with Starlink. He said that the news doesn't tell the truth. They're there to tell a story.
Content from my country. For
Well,
just
I mean, sure, it's my pleasure to do so, number one. And number two, it's that, you know, you look at a lot of these like things that happen internationally, and if these things that happen are inconvenient for certain narratives, or they go against certain, you know, like kind of secondary narratives, they don't even get discussed on the media at all, because the media doesn't really care about telling people the truth. They want to tell them a story.
Accurate.
And I don't even know. I mean, I want to say, oh, they used to tell the news, but I mean, even then, how do we know?
We don't.
We don't. There's no way of knowing. You can't ask the people, because if you don't trust the people who are in charge, you can't go ask the people who are in charge.
Right, and I definitely don't trust the people in charge right now.
No.
They are all pedophiles.
And it's like, well, I'm not. Well, why are you defending the people that are in the files?
Right, why aren't you advocating to release said files then, if you're not in it?
Right. And people care so little that they know about the Epstein files. They know that the people in charge of this world are probably horrible monsters that eat kids.
Not probably.
And yet, they don't care.
What?
They can't care because their whole life is get up, go to work.
Right, there's other things that are more important.
Even though they're not, they're just they're, what's it called? Institutions put there to keep us busy. Because imagine this. You have a bunch of money, right? And you have control over your house, and then somebody else is living there, right? Maybe they're your kid or something like that. And you don't want them to take what you have.
Right.
So what do? You make sure that they can't. Because you don't want to lose what you have. That's just a metaphor. That's them, though. They don't want to lose their power. If you have money, you don't want somebody to come and take it, right?
Yeah.
Right. So they're like, well, we're rich and we're powerful. We got to keep these people busy, because if we don't, they'll take our shit.
It's crazy, though. They could retire and then do absolutely nothing for hundreds of generations and still have billions of dollars. They don't got to do a single thing.
Nope.
Why does any one man on this planet have to be a trillionaire?
I mean,
Why?
they don't have to be.
But why? I mean, why is that even a thing? Why would billionaires? Oh my God, I own like maybe $500. Not even. I own, in my bank account right now is probably like $20.
Please hold.
And here's Elon Musk. I'm worth $1 trillion. Like, no, you're not.
Share.
You are literally no different than anyone else on the planet.
Right.
You just happen to be born around important people.
I have exactly $1.51 in my bank account.
Right. And Elon's got $1 trillion, but he can't share.
Yeah, I'm tired of these. Oh, well, it started in a garage. No, I don't buy it.
No,
No.
you're a paid fucking actor.
Yeah.
No, you knew people. Those people helped you. Because normal people like us, even if we have a good idea and we try to put it out there, the gatekeepers say no. They don't let you get anywhere.
Yeah, speaking of that, Amazon. So what they would do is they would fund startups. And then, because they're funding the startup, they learn about what they're funding. Well, then they launch a competing product.
Right. I mean, they can do it better.
Yeah, and then they do it better
Because
and
they
cheaper.
have billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, and they can. Like Walmart can go into any town, put it up, and put everybody else out of business.
Yep.
You know, Mom and Pa's been in business for 25 plus years, but
there's
now,
a Walmart right next door.
Now they gotta shut the doors. Yeah, because Walmart went.
Yeah, it's why I'm not a fan of Big B being put into town, because there's a nice little coffee shop by the cop shop.
Yeah, I love that little coffee
With
shop.
fantastic muffins.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, perfect muffins.
It's a great little coffee
Yeah.
shop, but
Coffee's good. Yeah.
it's one of those Big B's convenient. It's a drive-through.
It's a drive-through. You can go real fast. You can get your coffee right now. You can go to your job, and you don't have to wait.
Right. but it would take you 15 minutes to get up a little earlier and then go get a cup of coffee at a good fucking place that isn't Bigby.
I guarantee you that person that's tailgating you, but in the snow, in the middle of a blizzard, is trying to get to Bigby
Oh yeah.
so they can have their coffee before someone else. Yep. People don't care. They don't care about their own health and safety. They're driving down the road 65 miles an hour in the middle of the blizzard. Like I said, roads are shitty. And they're just like, I gotta get to where I'm going. And then, woo!
Right, especially if it's snowing. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I have a lifted truck, all-wheel drive. I can stop on a dime.
I'm telling you that right now, the ice does not care.
Ice does not care.
Yeah, but does that guy care?
He doesn't
No,
care.
No, he will when he crashes his truck.
You know what people say? Oh, it's okay. I have insurance. Like, you know,
Insurance doesn't do you any good
insurance
if you're
is
dead.
Not gonna, not gonna pay out if you're dead. 2, it might not pay out at all.
Period. Because you were doing 65 in a fucking snowstorm.
Right.
Wow, luckily I have a dash cam, caught it all on footage. How about I submit it to your insurance company? I hate insurance companies, but I also hate you more.
I hate you more than the insurance companies.
So I'm gonna show how you were driving 70, and you lost control and ended up in a ditch. Oh, woe is you.
Right.
Oh, how this happened to you?
Just had to be you, huh?
Why'd this happen to me? Well, because you were
Because you're
reckless and careless.
an idiot.
And I got pulled over once for going a mile over the speed limit.
Really?
1 mile over the speed limit. Yep. And I got a ticket for going 1 mile over speed limit. Like, you really don't have anything better to do you?
Right, that's just them filling a quota. Like,
They say they don't have quotas.
right, that's
But
them
how
filling
come
a
at the
fucking
end of the
quota.
month you see them pulling over more people?
Yeah, and that's what gives cops bad names.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, what about that guy that just beat his wife?
Well, I didn't see him do it.
Oh, well,
nothing I can do.
Well, there's a Facebook post that she's being abused. I
Well-
don't say you can't do it, because I see people in the UK being arrested for saying maybe there shouldn't be so many illegal migrants in our town. And then they get arrested for hate speech.
Hate speech. It seems like they can just say whatever they want as hate speech now, and they can just come get you. We're probably doing hate speech now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I hate speech.
That was a good one.
No, someone who's good at speeches will sell you shit. Someone who's kind of maybe starting a bit, kind of fumbling words.
I'm a little bit mediocre.
Yeah, mediocre. You
You're
know,
a regular person.
like the old developer studio, like inside the developer studios, like those people aren't speakers, so you could tell. Yeah, so like that rock, I really put a lot of work into that rock. It's pretty good. It's awesome. We went out in the field and took some pictures, and we made it look pretty cool.
And it's probably a pretty cool fucking rock.
Yeah, meanwhile, the guy's like, yeah, so I hired a team, and that team was, they looked at some rocks, and what they told me is that it was pretty good, so I think you should buy that rock.
Yep. And I'm a famous actor, and I endorse this rock. That's why you should buy it. Because I'm popular.
Yeah, and then
And I play
commercials.
characters you like.
Thank you, Dwayne.
That is why they use actors. It's not because actors are looking for positions.
Because they have a face that people
Yes.
recognize.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's how they started selling COVID.
Yep.
They had Tom Hanks up there. I'm the first actor with COVID. Like,
Dude, that
I mean, he's
No.
also on the list, so.
Yep. Why do you think I don't watch Tom Hanks movies anymore?
I don't watch him either.
I ever since I heard about the Epstein files, and I heard that, I don't know, I don't want to say he looks like
A diddler?
the type, because that seems like it's profiling, but I did hear he was on the list, and so I just was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I kind of had that feeling anyways. So,
stereotypes exist for a reason.
well, you see
Most
the
of
guy
it-
who,
They're most of the time they're made up for a reason.
you see the guy who's kind of heavier set, Looks like he lives in his mom's basement. He's got the mustache and the perv stash.
The
You know.
pedo stash.
Yep, that's the guy, and he'd be wearing like some like what's it called, like
Fedora.
Actually, it's a tribly hat.
like casual clothing, you know. That I don't know. I see those kinds of people, and I'm like, where are you going?
Yeah, you watch those capture a predator videos, and it's like, yeah, I'm not shocked.
Mm,
I'm not shocked that the person looks like that.
Yep, that tracks.
they always look a certain way. Yeah, and it's like you can look at somebody and be like, that's probably a pedophile. Unfortunately.
Yeah, so when people call out Tom Hanks' weird post back in 2020, 2021, where there would be like a sock or a glove on the side of the road, and he comes up with this weird like rhyme, maybe not a rhyme. Sorry if it's wrong. It's been like 5-6 years since this, but he'd take a picture of it, and it's like, oh, someone's missing a glove, and some weird shady shit. It's weirder than I'm saying.
Right. It's just not.
What am I looking up?
Nobody cares.
Look up Tom
I-
Hanks Instagram missing glove, missing sock, something like that.
It's gotten to the point where these big companies and these rich people, they do whatever they want, and if it leaks into the media, the people just go, oh, it's just them
Yeah,
being
it's
them.
just yeah, like
Disney being
There it
Disney
is.
again.
By Tom Hanks.
yeah, sock, glove, lost, abandoned, so many questions.
Hanks
That's
with
just
an
so
X. Hanx.
Yeah, and it's not a one-off thing. Like it's
Yeah, and then there's the actual text for the post. Hanks.
weird. Hanks. Thanks, Hanks.
Thanks, Hanks.
Yeah, and it got so big. I think it was like Ellen DeGeneres. He went on there or something. And it's like, yeah, they're attacking me. I'm just asking. It's kind of, come on. I'm just taking a picture of a missing glove. Don't read into it.
Oh, sorry, buddy. We all getting that perv energy from you.
Right,
And-
like, I'm sorry, dude. Like, you need to change something.
right, that's where that shit's coming from.
Yeah.
you know?
Now, why is it when we find out Wayfair that this happened a while ago? Like this dresser that I have over there, they'd have something like that,
I
and
don't
they
see a dresser. There's nothing over there. Kidding. There's
well,
a dresser.
they'd have something like that listed with a person's name. Like it'd be like Allie, and it's for like $14,000, and it looks just like that. And then, oh wait, there's a missing person called Allie. And you'd look at this other one that says missing Logan, and it's like it's the same thing. And then you find Logan has been missing too. And then you
Yeah.
check the Epstein files, and there's a receipt from Wayfair for $8,000 for this piece. I don't remember if it had the name in there, but let's say Alex. That Wayfair piece called Alex was bought.
Oh, those rich people doing their crazy stuff.
Yeah, they're just doing their
again.
crazy stuff. You guys are weird.
I
Why
care
you-
today.
Yeah, I
care
care now.
today, right now, at this moment. But the moment this conversation stops,
Well,
I don't
mean,
care.
This caring will be on the internet forever. So
Yeah, these
Yeah.
coincidences. There's so many of them. I think it's just another coincidence.
just
Yeah,
another
Just
coincidence.
another one.
Let's just keep stacking up the coincidences and never ever come to the conclusion that it's a pattern.
At what point is it mathematically impossible to be a coincidence?
I think we've been past that point for the last.
Yeah, how many coincidences do you
years.
need to stack up before it's not a coincidence anymore? Before it's actually just data? And it seems like for people, regular people, it's like infinite. There's infinite amount of coincidences, infinite amount of explanations that they can give us, and we just keep eating it up because we don't care anymore. Everybody's so just me, me, me. I gotta get to work before everyone else. I gotta get to coffee before everyone else. I gotta get to McDonald's.
It's crazy. They'll get to work and then they'll complain about being at work. They got to get there fast.
Yeah, fucking. You look at the Muppets showing up an hour before we need to be there, and it's like, what are you guys doing?
Right. What do you?
Although, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes I'm there before them.
Yeah.
It's the relaxation period before clocking in.
Right. I chill in the truck and just
Right.
vibe.
Especially when the only time you get to just sort of chill is in your car on the way to work or on the way home.
Yep. So I just kind of vibe.
Yeah. Working sucks.
I've only beat the super there exactly one time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And our lives suck on a regular basis. We never have enough. There's not enough to go around for everybody. Everybody's hungry all the time. But it's a good thing that old Elon's got $1 trillion.
Yeah,
Thanks, Elon.
I think the only thing I've eaten in the last day and a half is 2 packs of ramen noodles. So yeah.
You know what a rich person will tell you? It's your own fault.
But it isn't.
You gotta put your bootstraps or pick yourself up by your bootstraps, and you gotta just get out there and get to work, man.
Or said rich person could just hand me $200.
Hey, Mr. Bezos, how did you come across your massive wealth? Well,
Hard work and determination is his answer.
Yeah, he would say that, and it's like, well, your dad. I'm just making this stuff up. Bezos, I don't know your parents.
Yeah.
Jeff. Well, my dad was actually a lawyer, and my mom was the CEO of
Kellogg's.
Yeah, Kellogg's.
But I grew up in a not knowing anyone or having any influence, so I worked for everything I have. Like, sure you did.
Well, it says when you're 14 that your dad got you a position in this warehouse.
I mean, when you start off with millions of dollars, it's easy to make more millions of dollars.
Yeah,
when you start off with an empty bank account, it's another thing.
The whole Trump small loan $1 million.
Right.
I forget the exact quote on that, but he was like, "Yeah, it was just a small loan, $1 million."
Yeah, from his dad.
We get $1 million though.
That is a life-changing amount of money.
Then IRS takes half of it.
Yeah.
And then the half we do have, all of our friends and family is going, ooh. So,
If I won the lottery, I wouldn't quit my job, but there would definitely be signs.
See, and the thing is, if you quit your get $1 million, then you quit your job, then what? Now you just have millions of dollars. There's still poor people in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to get a security fence, hire private security.
Well, yeah, you don't want to lose your money.
And then invest
you might
it.
Take it. So you're going to have to make sure everybody around you is kept down.
Yeah, you got to be like, I'm the good guy here.
Yep.
I'm not the bad ones. Get out of here, poor people.
Just don't come into my yard, poor people. I have snipers.
What I am saying is if I won the lottery, personally, if just me, myself, I would continue doing what I already do.
Yeah.
While trying to make life a little bit easier for those around me.
I think
do what I can.
Right. Like, for instance,
dude.
My mom's car is failing her. Right?
There you go.
So.
Right, here, buy a new car.
I wouldn't even give her the money because
just show up
I
with
would
a new
show
car.
up with the car and be like, here's the keys.
Here, this is yours now. It's already in your name.
Drive it however you want.
You're on my insurance.
Yeah, because the last thing you want to do is exchange money between hands, and then the IRS is,
right.
What are you doing?
Right.
Now she has to pay taxes on that money.
That has been already taxed 3 times before I got to you.
Right. So I'm like, just take the car.
Right. Here's the car. Problem solved.
Like, oh, by the way, I'm going to fix your house up.
Right. Here's some renovations. Have a blast.
And, but, here's the thing, too, is everybody, the first thing they think of is, I'm going to help my friends and family. Yeah, but what about all the poor people out there who also need help? Because we're one big family, the human race.
Oh, yeah.
They want to draw the lines in the sand, but really we're just made of the same shit. All
right.
of us.
We are all flesh and blood.
And so it's nice to help your friends and family, but what about the person in front of you that can't pay for their meal and they got 6 kids in the car, but they need,
Right.
they're not eating so their kids can. Those people need help.
Right. They need food.
Right.
Pack their fridge.
Was I just in a black hole?
Yes.
Maybe for a little bit.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah, well, the hardest part is you want to make sure that your money goes to people that deserve it. And
Right.
it'd be hard to rate that because
Right, but who really deserves it?
well, here's what I'm getting at. Like, let's say you go to the trailer park in town and you got mom and dad that has a new sports car while their little Jimmy is eating potatoes because his parents bought a new car.
Right, and his shoes are falling off his feet because they're
Right, the soles are literally falling
It's like,
off.
did you really need to buy the iPhone 27 and get a Mustang 2019?
right.
Was that necessary?
That's why you skip that house and you go to the house that's got like
Right,
10 kids.
but the next house is probably a meth head's house.
True.
So you can't give them money because
No.
Right, because they're just gonna blow it on meth.
well, and then they die, and then now you get arrested because you
Tried to do the good thing.
you led to the death of a meth addict.
I'll probably get arrested because giving money to poor people is probably hate speech, somehow.
Probably.
But I don't care.
Yeah, you'd probably have some people crying on the internet. Some of these homeless people want to be homeless.
Yeah, well,
I mean, that is
Yeah.
real.
It is real.
But
to them that's absolute freedom, and
Right.
that's cool.
however, here's a couple $100.
Mm-hmm.
You're fed for a while.
Right, because I mean, in this world, if you want food, unfortunately,
You need
all
to
the
pay
rich
for it.
people went and they took all the food. They took all the food and all the land, anywhere where you could grow food, anywhere where you could actually make food for yourself. They took it all, and they went, if you want any of this, pay me. You have to work your entire life, and then I'll give you a little bit.
Yep, and
Anyway.
then they do the same thing with houses.
Yeah, we have all these houses. Oh, look at all these poor people that are dying in the streets. They have no house. But
want it?
if you want a house,
You gotta rent it.
you gotta rent it.
Right, like who the fuck needs 5 beach houses in
Right.
the fucking Bahamas?
And in order to rent it, you have to go work at one of these jobs that I have going.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like the whole concept of like company towns again.
We are slowly becoming. You will own nothing,
Hmm.
and you won't be happy.
No,
They've
we
been
will
talking
not
about
be
that
happy.
for a
Yeah, we
while.
will not be happy.
We're already not happy.
Right. We're already not happy and we own some stuff.
Oh no,
Only some, though.
Well, we're definitely on track to getting there.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, because you got
Everything is
fucking
rent now.
yeah, there's a company that is allowing you to rent consoles.
Yep.
You can rent
Sony.
you can rent PS5s now.
Yep, and then you have to pay for your subscription on top of that.
Yes.
Remember those places? I don't know if they even still have them anymore, but they were rent centers. And you'd go in, they had the TVs and
Oh, yeah.
couches, and I knew people that their entire house was just full of rent center shit. Their entire paycheck every week went to this. They couldn't pay their regular bills. Everything was just rent center shit. And then of course they couldn't pay it, so guess what? They come take the shit back
Right.
all the time,
Well, no, they take out another credit card and max that out.
Right.
Oh,
But if you miss one day of payment, they're at your door.
yeah.
They want their stuff back. Yep.
We used to get furniture and shit from Continental Rental,
Mm.
and one piece at a time. That's it. One piece at a time, because that's all we can afford.
Yeah, they're always so expensive too.
Right. It's like, do we need a new couch? Do we need, like, what is the highest on the priority list? New bed? Okay, we're getting new bed then.
The funny thing is you see somebody renting a laptop from Rent-A-Center, and they'll pay $100 or $200 a month, right? It's like you realize that if you just save that money, you could just buy a laptop.
I know, that's
Right.
crazy.
It's like if you paid on it long enough, you'd probably pay like over $1,000 for this laptop.
When you
which
could go buy
out
one for
$300.
$400. Yeah.
Absolutely ridiculous. But nobody cares. They want whatever is convenient right now. That's why nobody cares about the Epstein files, because it's not
not
well, they
convenient.
care. Yeah, who cares?
Right, because who can actually do something about it? The people in power? Oh wait, they're on the fucking list.
And you know what? If it's not your kid being taken,
Right,
don't-
why do you care?
Why do they care? Why would you care? It's you have no stake in it, you know? But I guarantee you, the moment your kid comes up missing, oh, you fucking care now.
Right. And like, yeah, okay, so another topic. You know what I haven't heard just about anything about? All of the abandoned oil rigs off of the coast in Texas and fucking Florida and the whole Gulf of Mexico. All of the abandoned fucking oil rigs that haven't been plugged and are a very real risk.
Yeah. Well, we don't talk about those things.
Right.
Well,
Because nobody cares.
Well,
Nobody
yeah,
cares.
we'll just get another PR commercial of BP being, "We're sorry."
Yep.
We're sorry. We're sorry.
We're sorry. We sorry we polluted the entire Gulf of Mexico. We're
Yeah,
sorry.
there's hundreds of oil rigs off
And
the
then
coast.
Dawn is like, "Look at that. We get free publicity. Here's some Dawn dish soap. Look.
Wash this duck.
Yeah, wash this duck."
Dip it in the oil and then wash it.
And then the next week, they go, "We think aliens might be real." And then everybody, what oil?
Right.
What oil? Dawn?
I
I
want-
use that in my kitchen, sure.
Right, like even look at fucking like Deepwater Horizon. That was a humongous problem, and people forget about it. The only reason it's at all relevant still is because there's a movie about it.
What about 3i Atlas, the so-called specialist that said there's motherships and shit?
Right,
Like-
and then we haven't heard about that for months.
What about the Met Gala? Let them eat cake. People were so mad. Nobody cares.
Yep, nobody fucking cares.
Nobody cares. Who's the person who's still on that thread? Who's still posting videos about that a year
Right.
later?
No
I'm
one.
still mad. Nobody.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. Except
But
us
I-
right now.
I,
Right, us
I,
right now.
I bet everyone knows what the scores was on the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, definitely know what the
But they
best-
can't name anyone on the Epstein list.
Nope.
Nope. Because they have more invested in a team that has nothing to do with them, with people they don't know, and if they ever met those people would probably spit on them before talking
Oh.
to them.
Oh, what do you know? They got to watch a bunch of millionaires play a game.
You know, I don't understand the fascination with watching guys in tights run up and down the field with balls.
Sounds pretty
It's
gay
just
to
a
me.
bunch of dudes
It's-
playing with their balls.
Now, that might be hate speech, but I don't care.
But I don't care. I don't watch sports.
I don't
Just
watch
about.
sport at all.
The only sport that I was really into watching was hockey. Because that's my,
Okay,
yeah,
oh.
Right, when
my
they
parents.
throw down on the ice, that's fun. However,
And you know, most people only watch NASCAR to watch the wrecks.
oh yeah.
Oh my god, they're making a left turn.
Another left turn.
A left, right, left.
No, there's no right.
A left, another left.
Another left.
So, tell
Tell us what you guys still care about that no one else cares about.
yeah.
I bet you it's nothing.
What's your like hard like line in the sand that you haven't let go? Drop us a comment. Tell
And then
us.
maybe start a podcast and rant about it.
Yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already for great content just like this.
It'd be pretty cool if you did.
It sure would be.
I'd be very sad if you didn't.
And we'd be happy if you did.
Yes.
I'd still be sad, but not about that.
Don't let the Epstein files be forgotten.
Nope.
Do not. The Epstein files are a very real thing and very real problem.
And we're going to keep talking about them until the shushers come.
Yeah, the black SUVs with tinted windows.
Hey, they're not saying that this was a big grand conspiracy, but unfortunately, there is a self-delete that was done in Gladwin County.
Oh, that lady. Yeah,
Yes.
they found.
They said based
Yeah.
on the surroundings, it's being ruled as a self-deletion.
A self-ending type
Yeah,
scenario here in town. Yeah, somebody did. Right.
Here, this never happened. This was only on the individual. That person died from 2 shotgun blasts to the back of the head. That person hung themselves, tied their hands behind their back, and shot themselves.
Yep.
Now, do you think that that's a fake story? You think who goes out onto a trail just to?
Yeah, I mean, it's Claremont
themselves.
County.
Right, I'd be doing that in my own home. Like,
Right.
just,
It's Claremont County, so it's probably nothing. It's unfortunate, but think about it. There's 2 missing kids in Hohen Lake that's never been found.
Never been found.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hohen Lake is a trafficking area with rich and powerful people that
Well-
facilitate it.
Houghton Lake, if you go to Houghton Lake, at any place just about, you'll see a white unmarked van sitting somewhere. Now, these white unmarked vans usually come from a certain area, and they're always sort of around the area. And it's a tourist town. So if you come up there with your kids, be careful.
yep, they might disappear.
Hold on to those kids. My mom used to put leashes on us, like around our belts or our arms or something, so she could hold on to us. Because if we went to like a public place, like a park or a carnival or something like
Didn't
that,
want you getting
and there's
snatched.
a lot of people. Yeah, she would literally put leashes on us because she was smart.
Right. Like, that might seem like a questionable parenting choice.
It might
But-
seem like that, yeah. But,
but-
when your kids don't get snatched,
Yeah, I mean, they're safe still.
yeah. And I would much rather have a leash put on me and go like, yeah, my mom put a leash on me when I was a kid, than I got snatched when I was a kid and was a sex puppet for
Right.
15 years.
Right, I would much rather have a leash on.
Right.
Yep.
Hi, kitty.
Anyways,
This has been real. This has been fun. See you next time, folks.
hooray!
We're done. We're rich.